First thing we need to do is press all our scraps. I'm going to keep them in colour. I have a template that is 8 inches by 9.5, and I want to just create a scrappy fabric that I can cut out. I'm just going to choose the fabrics and just offer them up. So there's my point of my paper there, and I can see the point of the paper through here. I'm just going to draw a chalk line through those colours. And take them over to the machine and sew them all together. And where I drew the chalk marks, I'm just lining them up and using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And I've got a 1.6 stitch length. So I'm not sure if you can see the chalk line, but I'm just lining up the chalk line that I drew over on the table. Press all those seams. And there I have my one piece of fabric. I'm going to make a second piece the same. Now I need to cut 24 strips between 1 and 2 inches wide and 4 inches long. So they all need to be 4 inches in length. So I'm just going to sew them 1/4 inch seam allowances, right sides together to form a strip. I want a 4 inch strip, and I want to cut 2 7 inch. So I need a minimum of 14 inches in length. I'm just matching them right sides together and sewing a 1/4 inch seam allowance. I'm going to sew them in sets of 2, random. Press all the seams in the same direction. So we need to make sure they're 7 inches long. all of the pieces are 4 inches wide and 7 inches long, all the fabrics. So I've got the 2 Scrappy fabrics, I've got 2 Insul fleece, Pelon 975, I've got 2 pieces of batting and 2 pieces of fabric for the lining. The way we lay them up is the lining fabric down, then the Insul fleece, then the batting, and then the main fabric right side facing out. So you've got your batting and your insole in between the 2 main fabrics with the fabrics right sides facing out, and pin all those together. And I'm just going to go and quilt all those down. To quilt these, I'm going to change over to my walking foot. The first thing we have to do is take the other foot off. Now this bit here, this piece, this arm goes, this bar here that goes up and down with the needle goes in that slot there. I need to remove this shank. And then this hook here goes where the shank goes, this pin here. So I'm just going to take that out. It's a bit tricky because you have to get the arm in the needle bar and this on as well. Oops. Oh, where's that gone now? Oh, seriously? I've actually lost it. It's gone. Oh, I can't even see. Done it up nice and tight. So I'm just going to stitch straight lines, quilt all these together. So I'm using freezer paper and I'm going to draw 6 inches by 4 inches. And I'm not using my best scissors, these are scrap, so I use these ones for paper. I'm just going to mark the centre and 1 1/4 inches down. So I have a 4-inch circle template. Freezer paper is reusable. You just peel it off, put it back down on the new piece and press it down. You can use it time and time again. 2.5 inch wide strip by 10 inches long, and we're going to fold this up for a binding. So just press in half, sew that down. So I'm setting my needle to 1/4 inch seam allowance. Make sure to back stitch. I'm back stitching at the end of the quilted piece, not the end of the fabric. And now we're going to flip that over, give it a good finger press and bring it over to the other side. Top stitch that down. So just put them right sides together. And we're just going to go and sew these together, back stitching and back stitching, and leaving this folded section open. So I'm going to back stitch. I'm going to actually go backwards first. Cut it off as close to the edge and leave about 1/8 of an inch, and flip it right sides out. And we're just going to go and top stitch 1/4 of an inch all the way around. For the 8" by 9½, I have one piece of the outside fabric, one piece of insole fleece, batting and lining. And for the 7 by 8" we have the pieced fabric, insole fleece and batting. This is a piece of 2½ inches by 9½ inch strip, and this is a bias strip that is 38 inches long and 2½ inches wide. And for a bias strip you just cut it on a 45-degree angle instead of from salvage to salvage. And how we're going to layer these up, and put these aside for now. So the lining fabric facing down, then we have insole fleece, then we have the batting, and then the pieced fabric topper. And for this piece we have the insole fleece on the bottom with the fleece side down, then we have the batting and then the scrap fabric. Pin them to hold, and I'm going to go and quilt these like I did before in the ditch. I have my walking foot on, regular stitch length, and I'm going to sew across the seams to quilt this down. I have a piece of freezer paper and I'm drawing on the paper side, and I want this one to be, so I have it at 7 3/4 along that bottom edge, and it's 8 3/4 high. And I'm just going to square off this one side because it's not quite square here. These are my scrap paper scissors, they're not my fabric scissors. And the reason why they're my scrap scissors is because adult children decided to use them to cut metal and didn't tell me. So now they don't cut fabric, but I made them buy me a new pair because I was not happy. So I think they learnt their lesson. So I'm just going to mark the centres. And I'm going to measure down 2 1/4 out from the top and 2 1/4 the other side. And on this one it's 2 3/4 out from the centre on both sides. Round off the corners. I was using a 4-inch circle. Now take your freezer paper and line that up. Press it down. And it sticks like magic. And now just cut around your template. Now we do the same again, but measure 2 1/4 inches down from the top edge and draw a line straight across. And these are the new scissors that I made them by me, and I've wrote do not touch across these ones. I'm going to sew 1/8 of an inch all the way around both of these. Take the 2 1/2 inch strip that's 9 1/2 inches long, and we're going to fold it with the wrong sides together so the right sides are on the outside, and give it a press. And we're going to place that on the wrong side of the smaller piece and sew that down 1/4 of an inch. And now flip that over and top stitch that down. Now for the bias strip, we're going to do that exactly the same. Fold it in half and press. Fold under the one end. I'm going to start a couple of inches down from this folded end, and I'm sewing 1/4 inch seam allowance. Just take your time around the corners. I'm going to make sure it overlaps by about 1 inch and just cut that straight off. I'm just going to fold that raw edge. Take the pins out. and then we're going to fold this over to the front. Now you can hand stitch this if you want, or machine stitch. I'm going to machine stitch.